Asit Sen from Bank of America is online with a question.
Good morning. Thanks for the interesting details on slide 12, detailing PADD 2 and PADD 3 dynamic over the near term, PADD 3 lacking storage, while PADD 3 has storage and export capacity. My question is on storage, thoughts on what you're seeing in the storage market, both at the Cushing or PADD 3 or WCSB. How close are we to the tank top? That's number one.
Yeah, I'll go first. I think probably a couple weeks ago, maybe 3, we would have been thinking that, May looked like we could see getting pretty close to tank tops. I think you saw the inventories come out yesterday. There was a couple good numbers in there. So, I think our view right now is we probably don't see us getting close to that in May. Probably think of it as a shift out into June. And a few reasons for that. One I mentioned, but we are starting to see a few more barrels headed out of Cushing down into the Gulf, and part of that is Strategic Petroleum Reserve has helped that out. So generally, we think of it as a shift about a month out in terms of criticality, let's put it that way, to tank tops. Vern, I don't know if you want to comment on Western Canada or our own operational tankage at all.
Sure. I think Western Canada is not expected to fill in May as well. Western Canada, I think if you read the published stats, will be in that 75% full level by the end of May. For us, I think like many storage operators, we have, as Al mentioned previously, operational storage and merchant storage. We've been actively looking to add storage to our system over the last month or so. In fact, we figured out ways to add 3 million barrels of incremental storage to our customers. Really that comes from deferring some API tank inspections and working with the regulator to do that, changing our operating parameters for how we fill specific storage sites, so that gives us more flexibility for our customers. And then finally, we're in the process of getting a piece of deactivated pipe associated with Legacy Line 3 approved by the CER, where we could put that into service as temporary storage for our customers as well. So we, like other companies, are actively looking at our assets to see what we can do to help customers out with more storage.
Thanks for the color. And from a broader industry perspective, as we emerge from this pandemic situation and assuming a lower demand curve, how do you see North America pipeline utilization evolving, Al? And does it essentially price out crude by rail for the medium term, and is it really a call on the export market at some point?
Do you want to take that, Vern? Or?
Sure. Yeah, I think out of Western Canada, for sure, crude by rail will be the first to be hit. And given that crude by rail was moving at about 400,000 barrels a day prior to the demand destruction with COVID, we expect that pipeline utilization will come back first out of Western Canada, for sure. And then we expect our heavy system to be very full, but when economic activity recovers, just because, as we mentioned before, heavy crude will provide the best margins for refiners across North America. I think you are right. The lighter crudes will have a longer ramp up to come back, and they're at more risk of not being entirely full. And that has knock-on effects to the export market, just because the excess light crude out of North America has been exported, and then to some degree is continuing to be exported as well.
Thank you.